Namaste, I am Harsha. I am representing LGS Research Foundation. This video is briefing the implementation model followed by LGS Research Foundation for the AICTE activity program for an engineering student. This is based on the circular or details available on the circular or notification of the activity points program on the VTU website and also on the AICTE website. In the earlier videos, we have discussed on the necessity of the activity points and VTU rules and regulations. I'm just attaching here for the reference. We have also seen that 100 activity points are mandated for the regular students and 75 activity points are mandated for the lateral entry students. Now, to earn the 100 activity points, students need to enroll to 5 different activities, each of 20 points. And 75 activity points, student need to enroll to 3 activities, each of 20 points, and 1 activity for 15 points. Now, the final decision rests with your department HOD. Whatever they say, that would be the final. But for just suggestion, I'm just mentioning here, some of the colleges, they are implementing 20 points in each semester. Some colleges are implementing 40 points in each semester or towards the final year. It depends on the vacations or the times available and also the academic schedules. The HOD will take a call. Now, in this video, I will be explaining how students can earn any number of points from the LGS Research Foundation. We are providing this platform since 2020 for 2018 batch, 19 batch, 20 batch, 21 batch, all have enrolled and availed the activity points. So we are a licensed NGOs. We have registered under the central government and we have registered the NGOs under the NGO Darpan and also under the Karnataka government. So we are eligible to issue the certificate as per the government. Okay. So now, but what I would suggest you is before proceeding further with our organization, I suggest students to have a word with your professor, that have a discussion with them that you are earning the activity points with the LGS Research Foundation, and that would be convenient. There is no necessity of any approval letter or request letter to earn the activity points in LGS Research Foundation, but I'm just suggesting have a discussion with your professor and then enroll here. Now, the next question is how many points a student can earn from the LGS Research Foundation. It is up to the decision of the student. Some students have earned 20 points. Some students have earned all 100 points with us. But if your college has mandated or restricted that only certain number of points can be earned from one organization, like only 40 points are allowed, only 60 points are allowed from one organization, then you have to follow the rules and regulation of your department. But as such, there is no restriction that only certain activity points are can be allotted to the student under one organization in any circular. But if department mandates it, then you have to follow it. We have seen this. There are 16 categories given by the VTU and student has to do the work under different categories. I mean 5 different categories for the regular students and 4 different categories for the lateral entry students. Now, we have activities under 14 categories out of the 16 categories available. You can see here that 16 categories are available, but we have an activity in 14 categories. First category, we are not having any activity. The second category is prepare an actionable business proposal for enhancing the village income. We have an activity under this category and we have titled it as Sustainability of Traditional Artisans, Promotion of GI tagged products. Developing suitable water management system is the category under which we have a title Jala Samrakshane, Borewell Recharge Techniques. What are the activities or what are the tasks to be done in each activity, that I will explain in the further slides. For tourism promotion innovative approaches, we have a title Atiti Devo Bhava, a tourist site and its aesthetic values. Under the promotion of appropriate technologies, we have an activity titled Technology Adoption in Milk Chilling Center. Reduction in energy consumption is the category. Associated title we have is PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana, a solarized home. Under the to skill rural population, we have a title Carbon Credit Unexplored Segment in Farming. Eighth category, we do not have any title. Under the ninth category, setting up of information imparting club for women leading to contribution in social and economic issues, we have a title Nari Shakti Yukti, a platform at institutional level for women. Under the 10th category, we have a title Waste to Energy Scheme, converting a kitchen waste to compost. Under the 11th category, we have a title Annadata Sukhi Bhava, integrated system to update APMC price to farmers. Under the 12th category, we have a title Zero Hunger Program, distributing leftover food among the foodless. Under the 13th category, we have a title Yantra Mitra, a farm machine rental platform. Under the 14th category, we have a title Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana, a road to sustainable farming. Under the 15th category, contribution to national level initiative, we have an activity titled Rashtriya Gokul Mission, an engineering solution in Desi cow science. Under the 16th category, we have an activity titled Jalashakti Abhiyan, Catch the Rain campaign. See, these are the activity titles that are available in the activity head. So these are the activity categories, and whatever the titles available in our NGO, I have mentioned here. The implementation, how we have to, how the students can implement the activity under each title, that I'll be explaining in the next slide. And this is the life cycle of earning a 20 activity points. As I said earlier, student can enroll to any number of activity points and earn the report. But here, I'm just for the explanation sake, I'm taking a 20 activity points. Student has to download the Android application, Activity Points Engineering. It is available on the Android Play Store. Student has to sign up with email ID and fill up the college details and their personal details. Personal, we ask only the name, age, name, gender, and then college details. There won't be any other personal details. Also, email ID is left to the student. They can use the college email ID or their personal email ID. It is up to the student. Once you sign up, student has to purchase any activity among the categories available or the activity titles available with us. We have 14 activity titles and student can select for either 20 points or 10 points or 5 points. Each activity we have for 3 different segments. Once you have purchased the activity, student has to complete the theory part and practical part. Some have spread the details that we have only the online activity. No, we have the combination of the theory and practicals. Theory, student will answer from her own location. Practicals, student has to do within or nearby their location, and they have to upload all details on the Android application. Why we ask the students to upload the data on the Android app is to generate the report, and it will be a proof of the activity. So once the tasks are uploaded, answers are uploaded on the activity proofs, photo proofs, summary, everything is uploaded on the application. Then we will evaluate, and then if any answers are irrelevant or any wrong answers or any surveys, field visits are not as per the instruction by us, it will be rejected and student has to resubmit. Then we issue a report of 45 plus pages, and the certificate also will be included, but it will be in the PDF format. That means for any activity implemented under the LGS Research Foundation, student will get a PDF that includes the report and the certificate, inclusive of that would be having around 45 plus pages. And this report, it is a proof of whatever the activity you have done with us. and these reports are generated by the Python scripts, and it is the server generated, it is not manually generated. This marks the completion of activity points. On a summary, download the application, sign up with your details, purchase any one activity, complete the theory and practical tasks, wait for the evaluation, resubmit if any answers are rejected. Then we issue a report of 45 plus pages that are having the theory, practical proofs, survey pie charts, financial reports, everything along with the certificate. We will send you, we will send the reports by email. Okay, then you can submit that to your department. By this, 20 activity points are completed. And for 20 points, we charge 300 rupees, inclusive of GST and report. 20 points is nothing but a 80 hours of activity, and any activity, if student has enrolled or purchased the 20 activity points under LGS Research Foundation, there will be 10 tasks. So the task number 1, there will be a theory or video lecture of 2 hours, and student can watch the video from their own location. Task number 2 is there will be 20 case study question. Student has to answer. It is a perspective type. There are no exact answers as such. These are not technical questions. These are general type of the questions. And here we are just analyzing, we are just pushing the student to analyze the ongoing events in neighboring states and neighboring countries. You can search on the Google and answer the questions, but raw copy of answers from internet is not allowed. ChatGPT answers are not allowed. For each question we have allocated 1 hour, so 20 hours will be allocated for task number 2. Task number 3, this is a practical task. Student has to conduct the survey with the 10 different individuals, and for which 20 hours are allocated. Task number 4 is a field visit. Based on the activity selected, student has to conduct a field visit nearby their location. Students need not to go outside their locations in case of the activities enrolled at the LGS Research Foundation. So further details on task 3 and task 4 I'll provide in the next video, for which 10 hours are allocated. Task number 5, student will provide a solution thinking themselves as a farmer, for which 5 questions will be there and allocated hours are 5. Task number 6, student has to provide solution by thinking themselves as a IAS officer, how they could resolve the given scenarios, for which 5 questions are there and 5 hours are allocated. Student has to provide solution by thinking themselves as a professional engineer, how they could resolve the particular scenarios, for which 5 hours are allocated. Startup idea has to be proposed by the student. This idea should be relevant to the problem statement of our social issue discussed in this activity. Task number 9, what are the financials needed to start a company or to convert your startup idea to a company? What are the financials needed? That has to be discussed in task number 9. Task number 10, it is an exit test. There will be a 20 MCQ questions and all questions has to be answered correct. Suppose if you have answered any question wrong, then you can retake the test n number of times. So once all the 10 tasks are completed, we issue a report. The server by Python scripts, it will generate a report that will be including certificate and the contents. As you can see here, we do not rely on the weeks, we rely on the number of hours. For every task, we have allocated the number of hours, and by adding all this, it will be accountable to 80 hours by which we can issue a 20 points certificate. The next question is, in how many days this can be completed? Usually students take 2 weeks to complete this activity, but it depends on the student. Some students may take 1.5 weeks, but for us the completion of task is important rather the durations. The certificate will be having a 2 weeks program. So by default, all the certificates are having 2 weeks duration, it will be mentioned in the certificate. For 10 points, we charge 200 rupees including GST and report. And this will be heavy because the number of hours are reduced, the number of points are also reduced, and the number of tasks are also reduced. So task number 1, we have a theory for 2 hours. Case study questions, we have only 10 questions and hence the 10 hours. Public survey, instead of 10 persons, students need to do with the 6 persons. They need to conduct the survey with 6 persons. Task number 4, the field visit, it will be for a 1 day and it will be 10 hours. Student need to provide solution only by thinking themselves as a beneficiary or a farmer. Finally, exit test will be there. Completing all this, upon completion of all these 6 tasks, the report will be generated. For 5 activity points, we charge 100 rupees. Suppose if any students are looking for only 5 points, then they can enroll to such categories. There will be a task number 1, only for 2 hours. There will be 5 case study questions. Public survey, students need to conduct with 6 persons. And then task 4, we have a MCQ. Finally, a report will be generated. And this is a summary. See, any activity, student can enroll either for 20 points or 10 points or 5 points. Why we have given these slots means some colleges, the students are in a need of only 10 points. They may have only 5 points to some to earn that 100 points. They may be in a shortage of 10 points or 5 points. On that scenarios, they may need such activities. For that sake, we have introduced these sections. So there are 10 tasks if students want to enroll to 20 points, and there will be a 6 tasks when students enroll to 10 activity points. There will be 4 tasks when students enroll to 5 activity points. What are the tasks to be done in each and every, or what are the things to be done in each and every task, I will explain in the user manual or the next video. Okay. So reports are issued by LGS Research Foundation for every activity subscription. Let me show you a sample video, sample report. Just so this is a sample report. The front page will be there. Student details will be there in the second page. Disclaimer will be there in the third page. Abstract will be there. How 80 hours are spent for 20 hours, that will be mentioned in the fourth page. The certificate is having a QR code. Upon scanning this QR code, it will be routed back to LGS Research Foundation website, and it will list the details of the student, when he has enrolled, when he has completed the activity, and then what is the category of the activity selected, what is the activity title. So this serves the purpose of maintaining the integrity. Whenever you submit the report to the college, lecturer can scan this QR code to check when actually the student has implemented the activity. Suppose if the same is submitted to higher universities, I mean in the abroad university or Indian universities, they can verify the genuinity by scanning this QR code. And here also you can see that duration will be mentioned. Okay, so this will be signed by all the 3 directors of the LGS Research Foundation. We have anybody can check the genuinity of this certificate by checking this license number on the website. This is the license number we are having. So even the international organizations, if they search this license number on the Google, it will verify that we are licensed under the central government. And here in the brief, we have mentioned what are the activities the student has done to earn this 20 activity points. And here also we have a title of the activity. Then we have a certificate signed by the NSS or Red Cross coordinator of LGS Research Foundation. There will be a field visit certificate if the visit is done in a group. Index will be there. Then theory contents. The 7 pages of theory, it will be common to all the students who have enrolled to the same activity. There will be a solution proposal by the NGO as well. Conclusion will be there, and from here onwards the report will be dynamic. That means it will be different for each and every student. The survey, whatever the survey student has done, the pie charts will be generated. These are the photo proofs that student has uploaded on the application for the survey. GPS tags are mandated. And this is the field visit. Student has visited to the GI tag center in Bangalore and he has captured the photos. Whatever the summary or whatever the details he has analyzed in the field visit, he has mentioned here. Then he has provided solution as an artisan. He has provided solution as an IAS officer. He has provided solution as an engineer. He has provided a startup idea like what are the hardware requirements, the software requirements. Finally, financial analysis he has provided, like to start to convert his idea to a company. What are the numericals or what are the amounts that is in need? He has mentioned it. Based on this, the server will generate 3 financial reports. Based on this, the server will generate the 3 financial reports, and these financial reports are as per the standards of incubations, as per the standards of the banking policy. For example, if any students in real, if they are converting their idea to a company, they may, whenever they are submitting the report, auditing report, they will ask this 3-year projection report, balance sheet, and this is developed or the scripts are written based on the auditing principles, and this is attached to the every report for the educational purpose. And then case study questions will be there. This will be attached for the as a appendix. Then we have a survey question, the list of the questions that were asked during the survey, and exit test result is mentioned here. This 54 pages of report are issued to each student upon the completion of the activity. And how 80 hours are spent, we have mentioned in the fifth page itself. This is how we issue a report. And to download the application, when a student can search for this title of the Android app, Activity Points ENGG, developed by LGS Research Foundation. And if you want to know further details about us, here are the details. Earlier we were named as LGS Trust. So if you search on the Google LGS Trust, you will get to know about us. We are doing this activity since 2020, but we were licensed only in Karnataka to do the activity. Later, many organizations, many students started asking that they couldn't verify our certificate in the abroad universities. For that, we had to scale ourselves to central government licensed NGOs. So recently in January 2024, we got the license under the central government and we changed the name as LGS Research Foundation. And now we have a license pan India and any abroad universities can check the genuinity of our organization. And we work under the 4 segments. We have a social entrepreneurship model or the activity points. We have a social research center working on the agri-tech and the honeybee projects. We have a charity or activity, Desi Goshale, and we do some CSR related activities. All the social entrepreneurship activities are available or implemented via the Android application. More details are available in this website or URL. And this is the brief of our organization. We have a 4 team size, 8 volunteers. All our works are not considered as online. We have a combination of the theory and practicals. Our office is in Bangalore and we have 10+ years of management experience, and there are 3 project trainers. Till October 2024, 14,500 plus students have enrolled and they have availed activity points. This is the brief of me. Okay. I am also pursuing the PGD FCS Folklore Culture Studies in the Indira Gandhi universities. And students from these different colleges, they have enrolled. I have just listed few. I do not have space to list the 52 plus colleges. And if you want to check the integrity of our organization, you can check any of these license numbers. And our website, we have two websites here. One is the activitypointsengineering.com. Next is the LGSResearchFoundation.org. You can check our details in any of these two URLs. For more details, you can call us. Also, you can download the application. You can scan this QR code, or you can check on the website activitypointsenggg.com. Thank you. Thanks for your patience.